Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yolanda and I am a zero-based cash budgeter. In today's video, we are going to be cash stuffing my side hustle pay and part of my husband's paycheck for I don't know, I printed this out on a September sheet, but this is for the last paycheck of, no, this is actually his first paycheck of September, and this is my side hustle pay from the week of the 30th of August. So I usually don't show you guys the breakdown for my husband's paycheck, but since I'm going to start stuffing a bills binder, I just wanted to include that on my budget with me. I usually have to do 4 different sheets because we get paid, I get paid bi-weekly, he gets paid bi-weekly, but on alternating weeks. So we get a paycheck every week technically. So my paycheck, his paycheck, my paycheck, his paycheck, and that works for us, right? And usually I just typically do it off camera, do the budget with me off camera, but I did want to go ahead and do a budget with me in regards to my side hustle pay, because I do my percentages different from what I do with my 9-to-5 income. So I'm going to link that video somewhere here or at the very end of this video. If you guys are interested in seeing how I break down my 9-to-5 income, definitely check that out. I think it was a pretty short video, so this one's going to be equally as short, maybe not even shorter, because I'm working with less funds and I'm only allocating money towards certain categories, right, that I try to want to give a little bit of a leg up. So yeah, we're going to quickly get into this video. For side hustle pay, I have $440 and $442.20. And for my husband's paycheck, I pulled $550. He breaks down his paycheck similarly to how I break down mine in regards to bills, savings, and investing. And so I took $550 from his paycheck so we can allocate towards our sinking funds and our bills. I hope that makes sense. And then he doesn't stuff his spending money. We just transfer that into his account so he can use that money freely to do whatever it is. It's his play money, same thing as me stuffing my sinking funds. That's my play money. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, definitely leave it down below. I rounded down because I didn't want to play with 20 cents. So we're at $992 for my side hustle and his paycheck. I break it down because his already been broken down significantly. 70% of this goes towards expenses, and 30% of it I'm going to put towards savings, right? And I didn't do that after I had transitioned into, I don't think I've done this for a while, for my side hustle pay in regards to putting money towards savings challenges. But this time around, I am going to start doing that, getting into the habit of doing that as well. So before, it was 70% of it went towards investing and then 30% of it went towards my sinking funds. Now I'm going to do 70% of it going towards my sinking funds, mainly my 1 month ahead fund. And then 30% I wanted to allocate more funds towards savings, trying to get me over the $400 mark for each month or every 2 weeks. And so that's why I decided I'm going to break it down like that. So 992 times 70, that would be $694 and 40 cents. I am, of course, rounding down, and this would be $99, but we're going to do 992 times let's see. Oh, okay. I see where I'm going wrong with this. Okay, so I only broke down my side hustle pay. My husband's paycheck, because he already took out savings and investing, I'm only going to allocate towards the bills. So I'm only going to break down the 70 and 30% within my, use that for my sinking funds, right? So 70% of the 442 times 0.70, we're at 309. So 309. And then the 30%, 442 times is at $132.60. I'm gonna round up to 133, and so that's my breakdown. So I do want his entire paycheck to go towards the bills because we already pulled out for his spending and for his investing and his savings. We pulled out savings from that as well. So I just wanted his entire paycheck to go towards our bills, especially since it's the beginning of the month, maybe of our next month. Maybe for his last 2 paychecks or his last paycheck of the month, I'll allocate more funds towards sinking funds from that. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna try to get ahead on the bills, and we're gonna allocate the $550 towards that. So gonna do the same thing. Rent is gonna get $430. Internet and phone, I usually do 10 and 10. Electricity and gas, I'm gonna give it $50 each. So I'm usually heavy-handed at the beginning of the month, and if I have enough funds in that category, right? So let's say it's for rent, I'm over in rent. I can I'll give it less funds in the end of the month. I hope that makes sense. So like I allocate more funds in the beginning of the month so that when it's time to pay it, I can have either excess funds because I over budgeted for it or I under budgeted for it. So this should be about $550. So 430, 40, 50, 550. So I'm gonna put total $550. Giving, I gave it that extra change. I think there was change left over. But I'm gonna leave that last. I usually have $1 or $2 left over after I allocate funds to my sinking funds. That's why I listed that category. I either usually put giving or spending. I left it at giving. I like to have singles in my giving envelope just in case I'm out and about and someone asks for money. But I usually do an online donation, which is why I usually take out that $100 from my regular paycheck. So at minimum $100 per month. Beauty, I had it listed, but I didn't stuff it, so I'm gonna give it $5. Electronics, I usually do like $5 going down, so 5, 10, 15. I don't like to give more than $30, maybe $50 for my low priority in regards to my side hustle pay because I'm focusing on my 1 month ahead. New tech, I'm gonna give $5. Africa, I'm gonna give $10. House down payment, I'm gonna give it $10. Medical and moving, I forgot to lift emergency fund. Maybe I'll stick it at the bottom. It's gonna get $5. Moving is gonna get $25. Vacation, $25. Subscriptions. So now I'm getting into my month ahead binder, right? So subscriptions and all of these, gas, electricity, groceries, that's my 1 month ahead binder, and most of my side hustle pay goes towards that. So subscriptions, I gave it $5. I'm gonna give it $5. Con Edison, I usually start on the low side and just keep on increasing. I should keep track of this. So $309 because I don't want to over budget. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 5 minus 45, and we're at 55. Okay, so we still have a decent amount of funds. Con Edison and gas, we're gonna do 10 and then 20 minus 20. Groceries, I'm gonna give it $25 because I'm trying to get ahead on that one. So I'm trying to get each one of them to 1 month. So 25. Gym is gonna get $5. Internet, I'm gonna give it 10. Miscellaneous, I also give it about 10, if not more. So we're at $25, so minus 25. I start to get nervous when I get to that $100 mark, so we're still working with a decent amount. Pets, I give $25. So pets, groceries, and rent are my highest bills, and that's why I'm allocating more funds to those. And then I can ease up a little bit with the other bills that are coming in. Phone, I'm gonna give $10. See, I have the extra $4, so maybe that I give that to giving. So minus $10. And rent, I try not to go less than $50, so I'm gonna give that $50. So minus $50. So now I have $54. I do want to give the singles, whatever singles I have left over, I usually throw it into this variable expenses. And then for my pets, because I'm still trying to manage having a 4th pet, I'm gonna give that $50 as well. and that will bring me back to a zero-based budget. So nothing goes to debt because we are currently debt free, and then the 30% that's down left over is going to be $133, which I initially pulled out. So my hubby's paycheck went towards bills. My side hustle pay mainly went towards sinking funds, and then I pulled out initially 30%, which is $133, so I can allocate towards saving challenges as well. That is it. I'm happy with this. I was able to get through all my envelopes for my month ahead, and I was able to allocate a little bit of funds towards my low priority and my high priority envelopes. So I consider this to be a super win. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I'm happy to answer anything as long as and help you guys on your budgeting journey. This helps me. I usually mess around with my side hustle pay because it is extra income until I'm comfortable with it. This is why I decided to do another video on it, because it did change from the last time I did one. I think I did a budget with me in June or July. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I think the next time we do this video, I'm going to print this on a larger paper so that it's easier to see. But definitely if you like cash stuffing and budgeting videos, consider subscribing to this channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.